And welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little rant video. Um I mean, if you guys like rant videos, then continue watching. But if you don't, it's okay. The reason I want to do this rant video now is because it's fresh in my mind and I want everything to come out at this moment. So sorry, I'm fixing my shirt. I know a lot of you haven't seen my opening of Ipsy bag yet, but if you have, then you've seen me. At the end of the video, I have a little tantrum because a fellow YouTuber here had uh, an issue happen to her racially wise. The Levine. And it was sad because, she is with a dark skinned human. I don't want to call them black. Let's kind of think about it. Am I white? Would you think I'm white by just looking at me because of my skin color? Now, look at the wall behind me. Now, do I look white like that wall? I don't think not. So let's get the terms right. Caucasian. That's basically what people would have considered me because I'm a little lighter. During the summertime, I get a little darker, so I kind of look like an Indian kind skin tone type. So right now, I would consider myself Caucasian, Hispanic woman. So let's go back to the story of the Levine. She got on the plane, she was playing with her daughter, whatever the case is. I think they were either taking off or taking or landing. I don't know. I couldn't really kind of figure out what it was. If you guys want to check that video out, I'll leave that link down below. You kind of judge yourself of what she said and, what, happened specifically. But all I know is that there was a part there where she said the flight attendant went on the loudspeaker, when they were like, okay, guys, it's time to turn off your electronics, seatbelts on, whatever. But that's not what she went on there for. She went on there to say that she was letting Dee's child cry. But it wasn't even the way she said it. It's what she said. She was like, yeah, that lady over there is letting her black child or whatever, something with black in it. She heard it. And me being a mother of two kids, one a little lighter and one dark skin like her, I would have had her head for days. I'm just saying. But me teaching my kids to think before acting, I would have composed myself. In my head, I would have been cursing her off in names that you've never probably heard, put together, mashed up, crazy stuff in my head. But what really bothers me is that you're in a plane with a lot of people. Nobody said anything. Nobody came to defend you. This is the problem with America. We're not standing up for what we believe. And it's sad. It's so totally sad that we don't stand up. At the end of the day, she put a report and it's being looked in. And hopefully that flight attendant or the flight attendant that wanted to act so racial against a child, a 2-year-old child that don't even know. Like, I mean, I think the parents are teaching them their skin colors and stuff like that, yeah, but that hatred that she's going to have to inflict, and so is my child too, who's a little darker Hispanic, it worries me. It really worries me as a mother. And what do you do as a mother? What you tell your child not to react? I mean, you could, but it's like, for him, it's going to be hard to understand that, and he's going to want to react. You understand? Now, today, again, I'm on my YouTube watching all my subscribers that I subscribe to here on YouTube as well. I subscribe to people. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think her name is Alejandra. She's not the other one that cleans and organizes. She's one that does beauty channel. Some people call it Alex for short. I'll link down the video as well for that one so you can hear her side of the story. Basically, the title caught me. I can't really remember it, but it was just the way the title was phrased. Something about what was you doing trying to steal my wallet, you Mexican. That was some kind of a title that she put up, and just the you Mexican title was like, what? Really? She had the audacity to actually add your ethnic background to the reason why she feels you was gonna rob her wallet. Like, when are people gonna wake up their eyes and see what in reality is going on? And it's sad because a lot of people ridicule people. Oh, Black Lives Matters, this and that. We're fighting for Black life. Yeah, all life matters, but they struggle really hard. And then us comes in the middle, Hispanic, Asian. We come in the middle. We're like that. We're trapped right in the middle between the dark skinned people and the light skinned people. We're like smushed in the middle. We get caught. Like if you're light skinned, then you're over here with them, with the Caucasian. But if you're dark skinned, you're here with the African American people. So it's like, and then the Asian just, I don't know where you can put them at. So basically, she went to the store. The story was that she went to go do some grocery shopping, whatever the case is. She went into one store, but she's not naming no stores, whatever. She just wanted to rant it out to her friends on YouTube. And she was like, she was in the mood for chocolate. She went, whatever. She found the chocolate she liked, but the price was not like the price that she wanted to pay for it. It was almost close to $5 for that bottle of chocolate. So she's like, nah, I'm going to go, whatever. She purchased whatever from that store. She goes to a different store. She's there looking for watermelon because they say they go through watermelon a whole lot in that house, especially in the summertime. So she buys two and she's like knocking on them and trying to figure them out. And she says she's got them down packed, whatever the case is. And, she picks her two watermelons up, puts it in her shopping cart. And then she looks over. So this is how she says it. This is the watermelon stand and here's the chocolate syrup stand or whatever with the chocolate. So she looks at a sign because, they usually have a sign on the side of the merchandise. 2 for $5. She's like, oh, cool. So as she's going there, she realizes there's a shopping cart in the way. What is your main attention? Sometimes I look for the person who the shopping cart belongs to. I'll be like, excuse me, is this your shopping cart? And, they'll move it, whatever the case is. But I don't think she phased it like that. So me, sometimes if I can't find who the shopping cart belongs to, I tend to kind of like shove it to the side so I can get the merchandise. But what happened next was a hell of a shocker. And again, a child was present when the altercation happened. So she says, okay, she went for her chocolate, and here comes the lady, Caucasian lady. Because I'm not going to say white and black no more. It's either Caucasian or dark skin or brown, because in no reality, they're not black. Okay? So she comes running. Oh, you trying to steal my wallet? You Mexican. Oh, you Mexican robs. What would you have done in a situation like that? Comment down below. What would you have done in her shoes? So what she says, she really wanted to like choke her. I think anybody in their right sense would want to like choke her. And then to look over to see her child, that's what kept her mind set and relaxed, because a child was there. Because I think if a child wasn't there, the situation would probably took a different turn. Just saying. The child saved that lady's life. Let's put it that way. Because she wants to teach her child, which is a daughter as well, not to always react on certain situations. There's, you know what? God bless you, my son. God bless you, my daughter. Because at the end of the day, God is the only one who's going to come down and judge you and going to say whatever. That's how I feel. I'm very religious. Sorry if you're not. Everybody believes their belief. So I'm not knocking nobody down. That's what I'm saying. We live in a world that is, there's so many difference in religion, in the skin color, in and the ethnic background, political wise. You know, we're all different. And in that sense. But if you, like I said, if you peel my skin and you peel a darker person's skin off, and I walk in and he walks in or she walks in, whatever, can you really tell what an ethnic background are we by just looking at our muscles and blood vessels and everything? Can you really detect who's who? I mean, maybe for female, male, skinny, fat, tall, short. That's mainly the only thing you probably can tell the difference. But you cannot tell that I am a Caucasian Hispanic woman and she is a brown skinned woman because our skins are not on us. So what I don't understand is why do we keep doing that time and time again? We need to start teaching our children about love and caring for one another, regardless of how we look, how we act, how we love one another. It makes us who we are. And the reason I'm ranting now, because now that I see two YouTubers talking about this, how many more YouTubers are going to come up on YouTube and say they've been in a situation that was very racialist? Like their color or their ethnic background came out to the person's word without even thinking, my child. Think before you speak. I'm just saying, think before you speak. And me as a mother, that's what I enforce in my children all the time. Now, I hope I'm done with that part of my rant because I do have another rant, and it's about how we as parents or adults or whatever you want to call us, much bigger people and the little people, how we teach our young not to lie, not to cheat, not to do all these crazy stuff as a young child, but then us as adults turn around, we cheat, we lie, we don't tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? We fight or whatever the case. And I don't understand that topic. Like, how do we want to teach our kids certain things and then turn around and we don't even do what we do? Not me per se, because I like telling the truth. I'll tell you how it is. I mean, I don't want to hurt you. I'll try to do it in a way that is an adult wise. But be known sure that I am going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you, oh girl, that dress does not look good on you. I'm sorry, but it doesn't. You want me to be a truthful friend? I'm telling you the truth, honey. Don't put that dress on. I'm sorry. Because I feel like this. If I'm so truthful from the beginning of my friendship, like when a situation comes up, like for instance, I've seen your boyfriend with another girl, I'm not going to be like, oh, I can't tell her. I can't tell her. I'm going to tell you because I want you to be my friend for life and know that I have your back 100%. That's how I am. And I like people to be the same way because it's like I told my friend, because I have a friend that I've been friends for almost 10 years. 10 years. And she is very blunt with her mouth. Like, she'll tell you how it is. And a lot of people see it as, oh, you're being sarcastic, you're being rude, and all the name in the book for being truthful. So I told my friend, you know what, sometimes just lie to certain people because you know what, at the end of the day, that's what they want. They don't want you to be truthful. That's how I feel. And it's sad. It's sad that we live in a world that there's racism and people lying to each other. And I don't know. I don't want to really kind of bring too much politic talk into this video. But I don't know. I feel this strong sense of ever since Donald Trump been trying to run, or now is the running candidate for the Republican, that more people who feel the need to be very outspoken about people's ethnic backgrounds is sad. I know I'm black, or I know I'm Hispanic, or I know I'm Mexican, and you don't have to tell me what the hell I am. At the end of the day, I'm a human, I'm a person. Talk to me like that. Don't bring my background into this whole mix. Okay? Like, seriously, it's like for me, for instance, let's go to the store and then here goes this Caucasian woman. I'm like, Oh, you Caucasian woman, you trying to steal my purse. Oh, you white people are crazy. That sounds wrong, right? So wrong. Because in the society that we live in, there's always going to be a negative and a positive. There's always going to be that one group that are not that great and the one group that are. And it shouldn't bash those good ones because you got these several bad ones in there. Okay? Really bad ones. Like, let's take for instance the racial stuff that is going on now. You know, a lot of people don't like cops because they're shooting off ethnic people left to right. But then you have to look at it too. You have good cops that are trying to do their job, but then you got these cops that think because they got a badge, they're God gift to us. No, it's not that way. And then also vice versa. I'm gonna say, because this is the way society wants to call them, the black people, you do have some that do bad things, but you have those that are very educated, those that are going to Harvard and Yale, and they got careers, and they're lawyers, and they're top in their class. Why can't we applaud them? Why are we always focused on the negative and not the positive side of certain things? You know? And like I said, this is a rant, so it's going everywhere. I'm trying to get everything on my mind, and I hope you guys are enjoying this. Yeah, but this is what's been really in me the last couple of weeks, and I feel like we need to stop. We need to look at the bigger picture and figure out why is so much hatred? Why? You're wasting your time and energy on hating somebody for what? Because they're different than you? Different is good sometimes. It's like the best thing. I don't want to be the same as the next person. I want to be me, an individual, and accepted for me being Hispanic, light-skinned, a woman at that. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it really frustrates me. And sometimes I get why some people choose not to have kids, because we live in a society where, do we really want to bring kids into this world? Another question. And at the end of the day, if we as parents are responsible enough to teach our kids right from wrong, teach them that everybody deserves to be loved regardless of what their skin color is, what their ethnic background is, what their sexual oriental is, I don't care. You're still one person. You're a person that wants to be cared and honored and loved and liked, whatever, all those crazy stuff. It's like, I'm lost for words, because I'm like, I know it was going on, and a lot of us do. But it's like, it's getting more ridiculous as time goes by. Like, I'm thinking my kids might not want to have kids, so I might not even be a grandmother because of the way the world is. And I wouldn't blame them if they don't want to bring kids to the world, because I don't regret having my kids. But I feel sad for them. I feel sad for the next generation that has to live through this crazy world of racism and distrust and everything. Like, can we just stop? Stop and think. Make sure whatever comes out your mouth is something you will not ever regret to say. And then think twice. If there's a child there, look at the child and kind of think, hush it. You don't need to tell me and remind me that I'm Puerto Rican, Mexican, Ecuadorian, or I'm black. I don't need to be reminded that. I see it every day in the mirror. And I'm proud to be whatever it is that person is. I'm proud to be Puerto Rican. Yes, I'm Puerto Rican. And I'm proud of it. And I hope you guys are proud of whatever ethnic background you guys are. Because if you notice, I haven't even mentioned what race you are in this whole video. Because in all reality, like I said, we're human race. And we need to stop. For the children's sakes, we need to stop it. We need to start getting together and thinking, what is it and where did we go wrong? We need to stop this hatred and this racism in this world. And if this video you found it bad or you didn't like what I said, go ahead and dislike it. I really don't care. Because at the end of the day, I know there's someone out there that feels like me. And I think there's a lot of us out there that feels like me. Just like Donald Trump has his people feeling the way they are. You know? And this morning I saw the news, which I don't like watching, and they mentioned how his speech was about 75 to 90 minutes long. The longest speech they ever heard. And he mentioned in his speech, they pulled up some speeches here and there, I am the voice for you Americans. You're not my voice. No, I didn't vote for you, and you're still not president. So you're not my voice. And if you think you can do any change that another president hasn't done, then I don't know where your head is at. Because let's go back to government history, honey. You're just there to be the pointing man and get all the blame. Let's put it that way. When something goes wrong, the president. Everybody blames the president. Not realizing there's a Senate group that can veto whatever bill he wants to put out by 2/3 of their votes. Let's go back to that history, because that's where I learned it from. And it was an eye-opener when I first learned it. I was like, what? For real? If I'm the president and I decide that I feel like this bill is a good bill for my American people, but here goes the Senate telling me, oh no, we're not going to pass that bill. What can I do? My hands are tied. So that's why I don't understand where he's coming from. And then he's talking about how we're going to build a wall and keep out all the immigrants and all the drug dealers and all the gangs. And I'm like, I'm not mistaken. Doesn't matter where you go. There's gangs everywhere. We could try to stop them, but there's always going to pop up another place. And the immigrant thing is killing me to this day because I found out some info on Donald Trump's whole family life. And his mama's an immigrant. You know why I say that? Where is Scotland? I don't think it's here. Is it in the United States? Or is it somewhere up there, somewhere in a different continent? Has anybody even thought about that? You're fighting against something that you are. You're not from America. Your ancestors are not from here. They're from another country called Scotland, or whatever it is that they say. They're Scottish. Let's put it that way. So you're an immigrant. Yes, you're American because, your mother came here and probably birthed you here. I don't know that story. I just know his mom is not an American. Okay? So for him to go bashing immigrants, he needs to do some history. Because in all reality, we're all mixed. Because there is a video on Facebook. I'm going to see if I get a lot of these links and put them here. That you could take a DNA, not like DNA to find out your daddy or your mommy, but a DNA of your heritage. To see what other ethic do you have running through your system. And a lot of people that took that were shocked of what percentage family members come from. Even the one who thought there was a pure American, like they're American, found out that their family ancestors come from Europe and Asia. What an eye-shocking thing. I wish Donald Trump would take that test and find out He's not the all-American man he think he is. And I'm not bashing him. It's my opinion. So I hope you guys are not upset about that. So, it's like calling the cattle black when you are black yourself. Just saying. So I think that's mainly everything that I had to rant. Like I said, I'll try to leave all the links to why this video rant came up. And I'm very upset because, like I said, I'm a parent. And I don't want my children to be raised in a world where everybody's hating you because you look different or you like the same sex or you dress funny. Let's put it that way. I like being different. Do you like being different? Another question to ask and answer down below. So that's the third question here in this video. So if you guys are interested in, comment down below with the questions that I asked throughout the video. Go ahead and feel free. But please, please, let's love one another. Let's embrace each other as one. And that's all I can really say. I hope this video was pretty cool for you guys. It is my first rant and won't be my last one because believe me, there's always something that I want to rant about. So if you did like the video, go ahead and thumbs it up. It's down there below. If you disliked it, it's your opinion. You go, girl. And I hope everybody out there is having a fantastic day. And I hope this kind of, you start thinking a little of what you do and say around people because it could be very hurtful. But also know that you want to be truthful to them. Just let them know for forehand that I want to be truthful to you. And there's going to be certain things that you might not like that I say, but know it's coming from right here, from my heart. So with that, I'm going to be seeing you on my next video. And wait up, did I miss something? Oh, I did miss something. And if you want to continue seeing videos by me, go and hit that subscription button down below. But as most of you that are already subscribed to my channel, it's my friendship channel button. For me, anyway. Every time someone hits that button for me, you want to be my friend. And I'm grateful for your friendship. So, with that, I'll see you on my next video. Bye.